Hello everyone, welcome to Flying to Canada. So in this video, we will see what is CAQ, this Quebec Acceptance Certificate, and who need it, and what is the step-by-step process of applying for CAQ, and also about ARIMA portal. So CAQ here stands for Quebec Acceptance Certificate. If you want to study in some college or university which is located in Quebec, you have to take permission from the Quebec government before applying for your study permit. So this is like the step one. And you need to apply for this by using this link. I'll just provide you the same link in the description also. Students from other provinces like Nova Scotia or British Columbia, they need not apply for CAQ. This is only for the students who want to study in Quebec. Now let us see how we can apply for this. So you can just click on this link. Here you will be having three options. First is fill in new application, pay the fees, access my file. So I want to like apply for a new one. So I'm just clicking on fill in new application. You'll be given a checklist. You need to ensure that you have all this information prior to applying. So one is your passport, and you also need to have complete contact information of your educational institution. So when they say complete contact information, this is nothing but just the address of your educational institution. And you can find this address in your admit letter or even on your institution's website. Next, you also need to know the name of the program, whether it's Masters in Computer Science or Masters in Electrical Engineering. What is the name of your program? And you also need to know start and end date of the program. This also you can find it in your admit letter, and also the tuition fees. And you also need to have a valid credit card. So the debit cards won't work here, and it's okay even if the credit card is not on your name, but still, like, you need to have a credit card. These three you need not worry. These are the main things. And next you can proceed for begin your application. So once you click on that, you'll be getting a window. So this is the step one here, your personal information. First thing is family name, which is your surname or last name, and later the first name. After filling these two things, you can just click on next. Then you got to fill in your gender as well as marital status. Here I'm just single, so I just wrote single. Next. Now here you have to give your date of birth, place of birth, also the country and the state also. You can just write down the state and then country of citizenship here. It will be usually it will be the same India. And what is the main language spoken? So here you can, if you're from Tamil Nadu, you can just select Tamil here. Or if you're from Telangana or Andhra Pradesh, you can select Telugu. What is your mother tongue? That's the main language spoken. Once you fill in this information, you're done with the step one, which is personal information. You can click on next. And now you will be like entering into step two. This is a contact information here. So you just need to like mailing address. Just make sure that whatever information you are giving here is the same one which you have in your passport. That's very important. Make sure all this information is matching. And just write down the name, street, apartment, what is the whole address, and city, whether you're from Hyderabad or the city, and then province, which is nothing but the state, and also the country. Here I'm from India, so India, and your postal code. So please make sure that this matches the passport one. And next, current place of residence. So here they won't ask you everything, they'll just ask you the city name, that's it. So here we're still residing in India, so I just kept India. Next. And this is the step two, like sub-step two of the contact information. So here you just need to write the email address, confirm your email address, language of correspondence. So here I'm just selecting English. Next. This is the step three. So you need to like mention accompanying persons. Like, are you going alone or your father or mother is coming with you? Like, how many number of people are coming with you? I'm going single, so I just selected zero here. And moving on to the next one, fourth, program of studies. what is your program in which you got the admit? So did you got it from a diploma or master's or PhD? What is it? So here I'm just selecting university, masters, and program of studies. Just make sure the program of studies you are mentioning here is the same one in your admit letter. Just check twice and mention the exact name and indicate if you participate in an exchange program. No, we are not participating in an exchange program, so no. Next. And here you need to write the date when the program is going to start. If you are applying for fall 2021, it will be usually September. This date you can find it in your the admit letter again, and date program ends. So there is this one thing in my admit letter, this program ending date is not mentioned very clearly. So what I did was my program ends after 2 years, like the maximum duration is like 2 years. So I took the 2 years thing and I kept that date. And later annual tuition fees. This is also usually mentioned in your admit letter. This is the step 4. And next, going to step 5, you need to select the educational institution. Like what is the institute in which you got the admit. So here you can find Concordia, University of Montreal, everything, McGill. So I'm just going to select McGill. Specify whether you have ever obtained a Quebec acceptance certificate. So if you're applying for the first time, then this will be no. If you already received a CAQ and if you're applying for renewal, only then it will be yes. Otherwise it will be no. Next. So here they're asking specify the Canadian government office to which you will apply for a study permit. Here the thing is you have three options. This port of entry, this first option is reserved if you are an American citizen. So you have to select this option only when you are American citizen or a permanent resident of the United States or a French national or a Danish citizen. So here this won't apply for me. So if you see the next option, this one is for the people who are already present in Canada and they're applying for a renewal. So here we are not applying for a renewal and we are not in Canada. So even this option also won't work. And the third option is if you are currently reside outside of Canada, yes, and are not authorized to apply for a study permit at a Canadian port of entry. Yeah, we are not we are not authorized to apply for this option. So that's the reason, and we are applying for this option, Canadian Visa Office Abroad. So if you are in India and there's not the renewal thing, you have to select this option, Canadian Visa Office Abroad. Next, they're going to give you a list of Canadian offices for this visa thing, which you can select. You can just go to the second one here. In India, we just have two offices. One is Chandigarh and the other one is New Delhi. Whichever is close to your place, you can select that one. Next, here we need to mention the financial information. So if you're taking a loan or something, then you have to click an organization or government. And you have to mention like family name is nothing but your surname. You just need to mention all these things again here, the same things. So if you're not taking a loan and if your father or mother is sponsoring you, make sure you select those names. It won't matter, I guess. Not sure, but yeah, like if you're taking a loan, organization or government, and just select the country again. Next. So step 8 is a authorizations one. So here what they're asking is they want to transmit the information of your CAQ to your educational institution or to your college or to your university. Okay. They're just they're just taking the permission from you so that they can pass this information to your college or university. Here for this one you can select yes, and next you will be having another authorization. Here they are saying, can we release this to a third party? Here you can just select no. And you have one more authorization thing here. So here they're asking like, are you applying on your own or someone else is applying on your behalf? So here I'm applying on my own. So no. Have you retained the services of a paid individual? Did you took someone's help? and did you pay it for someone? No, I did not pay it for anyone, so no here. Next. Now they just provided you the whole information. Like if you have to modify anything, you can just click modify, go back, and you can change that information, and you can come here again. So this is the step 9. And next, if everything is just fine, you can just move on to the next step. You need to give some user code here. So I'm just giving something. Just make sure that your user code is between 8 to 16 characters. It can have numbers, it can also have letters, it can be lowercase, uppercase. Here, like they provided you some guide kind of thing. And also, like you just need to give some password here. And this password should contain one lower letter and one upper. So it said user code already exists. So I'm just clicking some other username. Yeah, once you're done with that, so indicate whether you are willing to receive email invitations to consult your file. So if there is any update on your file, they want to send a email notification to you. So I'm just selecting yes here and next. This is like the last step. So you have to save your application. And once your application is saved, you'll be getting some kind of file number. This is not exactly file number. This kind of like your application number. Okay, once you're done with this step, you can just click next. And later, like here, you have to make the payment. Just select proceed to payment now. And you're given this payment page where you have to fill out your credit card information and you can just pay there. This is like the last step. And once you're done with the payment, you'll be getting two forms. I'll just show you those two forms. One is this declaration, commitments, and authorizations. Here, they'll be just giving you a declaration where you have to sign. Like you need to mention your city name, country name, and date. And later you have to sign here. That's it. What I did is I took out the printout of this. I signed it with a pen. I did not went for digital signature just to be careful. And later I again scanned the copy. That is what I have done. And so there is this next thing, you have a checklist kind of thing. You need to upload all these files in your Arima platform. So there is this Arima platform. Once you fill in all your details, once you have done the payment, within 24 hours, you will be getting something called as file number. Okay, this is a different number compared with the number which we have seen. So there, like you will be getting a file number and all. Those file number you need to mention in the Arima platform, and you'll be getting this file number after 24 hours. And once you get that, in the Arima platform, you need to upload these three. One is declaration, commitments, and authorization form, which is nothing but this one, dated and signed. You need to mention the date, you need to sign it. That is the first document. And the next one is legible copy of your passport. It has to be readable. That's it. Just scan it in some internet shop. It will be fine. And your passport must be valid. And the third one and the last one is letter of admission, which is nothing but your admit letter. And this admit letter should be either in French or in English. Even if it's in French, it's okay. See, they mentioned here, it should be either in French or in English. So in your Arima platform, you just need to mention your file number. First, you have to log in. Later, you have to mention your file number, and that file number you'll be getting after 24 hours. And later, you just need to upload these three things. That's it. You're done with the CEQ. In the next video, I'll explain you like what is this Arima platform, how can you apply, how can you upload all these documents, stuff. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching this video.